Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Grow with DEZI. Hashtag built for this. My name is Coach DEZI, and I am super excited to be here with you again tonight. If this is your first time joining me, thank you so much for just lending me your time and your ear as I share with you some different tips in regards to failure and why we give up so quickly. So, if you are not familiar with me, I am a leadership development and personal growth coach. And I have a community called the Girl Ask Me Anything community. And so, if you are a woman who would love to be in the space of other amazing women who are very intentional about their growth. They want to live inspired, they want mentoring, they want to learn and develop, and they want to live with excellence both in their business and in their career. This is the place for you. So, if you would love to join this community, please go to the link below. Let me see if I can do this right. So this one right here, the Girl Ask Me Anything, you can put that in the search bar in Facebook and it will take you to our community, and you answer a couple of questions and then we will go ahead and let you in there. It is a private community, and so there's a lot of different things that I offer in there, and it's just great to be in a community of like-minded women. So thank you for that. Now, tonight on hashtag built for this, the question that I'm posing is, do you really? Like, do you really? When it comes to failure, right? We love to look at people. We seem to admire people who have that stick-to-itiveness. They never give up. You see them out there just hustling and grinding and pushing, and if they fail, if they falter, they have the ability to just say, you know what, they're going to dust themselves off and try again, just like the song says. And so, unfortunately, though, there are many of us that give up way too quickly. So, the past couple of nights, I've been talking about some of the insights as to why we may give up too quickly, and tonight is like no other. It's going to be the same. But tonight's question for you is, do you really? I want you to consider this. When it comes to failure, sometimes we care too much about the opinions of others. Other times we don't know how to use failure properly. That's what I talked about last night. The third tip on reasons why we give up way too quickly is that sometimes we just don't care enough. Sometimes we just don't care enough. And there are times when we really bite off more than we can chew, and we think that, okay, you know what? I'm going to stay motivated. I'm going to stay inspired. I've got this. And we go through this whole exercise on hyping ourselves up and trying to keep ourselves pumped up. And we might, do different things here and there. But sometimes we bite off more than our motivation can actually conquer, right? More than our motivation can really sustain. They say that motivation is like a bath. You gotta make sure that you pour yourself into it every single day. But motivation is also an internal process. We can try to be stimulated externally, but until there's something on the inside of us that gives us that inner hunger, that inner stick-to-itiveness, the desire, or quite frankly, caring about what it is that we're doing, that we need to have. So again, the question is, if you have found yourself quitting too soon, do you really care? Do you really care? It is important that I'm not going to say you, I'm going to say we. It is super important that you and I choose wisely. Why do I say that? Because if we are doing something that doesn't excite us, if we aren't excited about the goals that we've set for ourselves, if we're not as excited about the dream that we have identified, everyone started off 2020 with these big goals and big dreams. It's a new decade. We're going to do X, Y, and Z. And 2020 gave us a left hook so far. Kind of like we're kind of rubbing our jaw saying, okay, wait a second. I didn't expect this one. And it's trying to come with the right. And if the goals that you set at the beginning of this year, regardless of what has happened, if you wavered back and forth, if you've, okay, well, you know what, let me change this a little bit, or let me change that a little bit. As a matter of fact, I'm not even going to work towards it because I no longer have that inner motivation. The question that you need to ask yourself is, do I really care about this? Is this something that excites me? Is this something that no matter what happens, come hill or high water, come COVID-19, come whatever it is, that I can say, you know what, changes happen. I'm going to pivot, but I'm still pressing towards the mark. Hey, Angie. Hey, Mike. Hey, Latif. Hey, Pastor Mark. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. Have you decided to pivot, or have you given up because you're doing something that didn't excite you, that didn't motivate you, that you weren't committed to? It's a real question. We give up on our goals too soon because sometimes we just don't care enough. So what's the solution to that? The solution is choosing wisely and making sure that you're doing something that you are willing to invest your most precious asset in, that is of your time. It has to not only hit your head, but it has to hit your heart. Those things, both of those areas have to be in sync. Otherwise, when that left hook comes, or when the next challenge comes, or when the next rejection comes, or when the next no comes, it's going to be so much easier to want to give up and say, you know what, I don't care about that anyway. I'm going to go do something else. So the question that I want you to ask yourself again is, do I really care? Do I really care enough? Your time is precious. You don't have time to waste. I don't have time to waste. And so being very intentional about the things that really connect with who I am, what I desire, and who that I say that I want to be, if it doesn't motivate me, if it doesn't inspire me, if it's not in line with what I value and the vision that I have to help make things better, help impact this world for better, baby, I ain't doing it. That includes people, places, things, ideas, conditions, circumstances, situations. It doesn't matter. The question again is, do you really care enough? That's a question that I've had to ask myself. So that is the tip for tonight. If you know someone that this little segment could really benefit, that has been wavering on their goals, their dreams, their ideas, something that God has downloaded into them, maybe they need to be reminded, maybe they need to be asked the question for the first time. Do you really care enough? Because if you don't, it's time to reevaluate. Hey, Pastor Mark. He says, you are a prophet. You know what? I don't know about that one, but what I do know is that I know what it's like to quit. I really do. There have been many things that I've quit. And I realized that it wasn't in line with what I valued and the vision that I have for my life based on what God has given me. So this is a question that I've had to ask myself, and I wanted to just share that with you and have those of you that are out there that are questioning why you're doing something that you're doing. Do you really care enough? Because if you don't, then you need to make a different choice. So I hope that this has been beneficial to you. Share this video, this live stream with someone else. Tag them, comment below, let them know that there's a community of women that are serious about their growth. They're serious about their growth. And you got a big decision tomorrow. Well, I will definitely keep that in prayer for you. Okay, Pastor Mark, thank you so much for letting me know that. Again, my name is Desiree Foster Collins, and I just simply love y'all. Thanks for joining me tonight on Grow with DEZI. Please remember that you are built for this moment right here, right now, and you have the ability to choose who you want to be, do the things that you need to do so that you can have what you want to have. I love you. Thanks for joining me tonight, and I will see you again very soon. Okay? So take care, and thank you so much for joining me. Have a great night.